it's live.
So
Oh, it's not live.
press it, then like
Okay, it's live. It's live. It's live. Fuck, I got it working. So I don't know why. Oh shit. All right. Cool. I'm gonna. That's for the commentator.
I can sponsor.
Okay. So, where do you want to sit? Probably there. Yeah. So you might have to like reach out like that.
Okay.
Or maybe you want to sit there. Actually, so that
Okay, yeah.
can be the here. No, this is for the commentator, by the way.
The second row is we have Kate Bennett and Avril Martinez. The back row, we have Maeve Hutchinson, Gil Kaiser, and Julia Costa Domingo. The backs, we have number 9, Zoe Jeffers, number 10, Lucy Hammer, number 11, Georgie Hager, number 12, Lucinda Gautier, number 13, Prudence Lee,
Yeah.
number 14, Ellen Rousset, and number 15, Freya Edwards.
Two microphones.
And the replacement
Do you want these seats
number 16,
out the front, or what do you want?
This one? Yeah, the other one's not plugged in. Cool. Sarah.
Wait, Lizzie's playing.
No, she backed out this morning. I think we'll go closer so we can see.
Yes, there's screens, and you can see it on the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I feel like we could see more if we were actually watching.
No, you actually get quite. Alright, always. So, okay.
So professional.
You know what? One of the years I commentated, they didn't get the audio working for the first 10 minutes, so.
Fourth time lucky.
Oh god, I don't even know the people out.
Someone else is doing the cameras, right?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, we're not doing the cameras.
No. So what's going on is that one, or basically just that one.
Sure. Should we take the...
Outside.
time? Not time for the... Sorry, we've got one of each.
Yeah, camera's working.
Oh my god. I know. One.
I'm
Two,
switching the
three.
camera in 3 now.
4, 5. It is a mostly new team,
So-
isn't it?
Yeah.
So camera 3 is the one on the girls right now. Okay, camera 3 is the one on the girls right now.
Yeah, our coaching sounds much more professional than it is because Ash is South African. And there's something about having a South African coach that makes you feel really good.
Because rugby's huge there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. People listening only like, could they not get female commentators? I'll throw in that we're ex-players. It'll be fine.
I don't think my voice passes that much anyway. Unless I actively try.
Actively try.
Be careful because it's live now.
I'm sure. Are we like not allowed to swear and stuff?
No, definitely not.
Okay. Cool. discovered she was 17, offered the position 17.
Mic test.
All good? The kit looks good. It does. And the socks as well. They've always been just plain blue before. Huh? I mean, they might be.
All right. So here we are, getting into position for the 4th LSE versus Imperial Varsity. 4th time I've commentated, 1st time for James.
Hi there.
We are hoping that this will not be the 4th time in a row that LSE win. We are hoping to break the LSE strike.
Hopeful, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I know that there's been a lot of changes in the Imperial team this year, so with only a year's worth of working together.
Well, they came
it'll be
second
interesting
in the
to see
league
how
this
they
year.
pull up.
In their league. They came second in their league.
Well, it's the same league they came second in last year, so it seems like they're holding it together.
It's on camera 2 now.
It's a real privilege this time of year to have a pitch this nice.
I know.
The artificial pitches are pretty much the only playable pitches right now. Everything is completely waterlogged.
Exactly. And also the previous years that I've played, it's been pouring rain every
Yes.
single year, honestly. Ooh, I think Gemma's run up again. Gemma's honestly an absolute trooper. She has a torn shoulder and she's just doing fantastic. Oh!
today there. So am I.
Hello everyone, to all who missed in the previous hour. Imperial has won against LSE. Congratulations, Imperial. Congratulations, Imperial.
Louis, do you mind bringing the box? Oh, he's in a fucking club. Fucking what